Hi guys, it's been a while since my last devlog. I wanted to make more of them, but the stuff I worked on wasn't really interesting to talk about, plus I had to study for my finals. You might be wondering about the state of the game. Well, it's done, kinda. There's a game loop, but mainly there's a lot of bugs. Initially, I wanted to sell the game on Steam after we were done making it, but I wouldn't be proud nor feel good about selling the game as it is right now. That's where I failed. I didn't make what I was expecting to. The reason why I'm sharing that with all of you today is because I feel like the problems I faced along the way will be the same ones faced by many people doing their first game. On top of that, I also wanted to close the chapter of my life. There are 3 types of reasons why this project failed. First, circumstances. Second, team issues. And lastly, individual issues. So this game was a final coding project required to get my college degree with a focus on computer science. Being a school project and not a personal project, we had some constraints to meet. Mainly, we needed to make the game in 3.5 months, and we had to work in a team of 2 to 4 students. I was in a team of 4 with 3 friends. Let's just take a second to compare that to other indie games. Hollow Knight was developed by Team Cherry, a team of 3. They all had experience working with game studios before. It took them about 3 years to make the game. Hades was developed by Supergiant Games with a team of less than 20 people. They also took about 3 years to develop the game. Already we can see that popular indie games had something we couldn't have: hours of work. They had years to make their game with many more people than we did. But there are other games that took way less time and people to do that. Content Warning is the best example. The game was made in 6 weeks by Landfall Games, a team of 7 people. But here's the thing all of this team had that we didn't have: experience. As I said earlier, I was part of a team of 4. One of us started to learn how to code in college 2 years ago, another teammate made a lot of small Minecraft modes in PHP, my last teammate also made a lot of small Minecraft modes in Java. I had already made a really tiny game before, as well as a couple other small projects with Unity over the last 3 years. None of us had the skills in software engineering and code architecture to make a big game. At the start of the semester, we had to create a schedule for the project. Our teacher told us many times, whatever time we thought a task would take, it would take even more time to do it. And he was right! He probably hoped that we would realize somewhere along the way that our initial objective was way too big. But our team never did! That's the second major issue that our team had. We never took a step back to evaluate the current state of the game. 3 days before we had to present the game, well, there was no game to present. We all fell a bit behind schedule. Those last 3 days were simply horrible. Even then, the last edits we pushed out had problems because my code was hard to understand. And you see, that's my biggest failure. I coded a lot of features in the game, like the save system and the procedural generation. Those systems were really important features of the game. Their implementation had some impact on the overall structure of the project. Many lines of code had to be rewritten to fit those systems, and that's why I never explained how they worked to my teammates. I had a lot of stuff to do and I didn't want to waste their time. But in the end, I ended up restructuring some parts of the project so they could fit in with the rest, adding more work to my already full plate. And my teammate also had to wait on me so they could continue their work because they didn't understand how my code worked. In the end, there are 3 main reasons why this game ended up as a big failure: the lack of time, or small experience, my non-existent communication. Funnily enough, those 3 are the 3 problems that people warn you about when you're trying to create a game. So if you want to make your own game, don't do the same thing we did. Plan ahead of time, learn some software engineering concepts, and talk with your teammate, if you're not alone. Or maybe you shouldn't do those things. Even though the game ended up terrible, the project in itself was a really good learning experience for us. So go on, and fail too.